Now, here I have the list of accounts that I'm going to add to. So now I can start implementing these things, right? I can say, this is going to be open a new account. So for this one, I'm going to say str type equals input. What type of account? So I'm going to print a multi-line here that just says 1 savings, 2 checking. Now, if you want to, another stretch goal here is to create a third type of account, maybe like an investment account or something like that. So what type of account? And I say if str, actually what I want next is str name equals, so I'm going to get the name so I can just create everything real quick. Input, what is the account name? Okay, so if I say if str type equals 1, then I'm going to do a savings. And so that account is going to be li accounts dot append savings account, and I have to give it the name, which is str name. And then I say elif str type equals 2. Then I'm going to say li accounts dot append checking account str name. So that's it for creating the accounts. Okay, so maybe I want to, inside these, do a little bit of like feedback print. You created a savings account. And then I can recycle that code from my checking account. So I kind of add things as I need to. But there's my if branch for that. Now my second choice is going to be to make a deposit. Okay, so what I need to do here is I need to choose the account and then call the deposit function against that. So I'm going to use that index trick, int index equals 0. And I'm going to say for object account in li accounts, print int index, comma, ob account. And then I'm going to say str, or I'll say int index, or int choice. There we go. That would be good. I don't want to confuse the index. Equals input, and I'm going to wrap that in an int, and I'm going to say, what account do you want to use? Okay, so I'm choosing the account, and when I do that, it's going to say, I'll use try and accept here. I'll use try, and I'll say li accounts, and I'm going to say int choice, and I'm going to call the due deposit on that, right? So I'm calling the due deposit against the account, which is this here. So at that point, it'll ask how much do you want to deposit. But it's going to handle whether it exists or not using the try and accept. So I'm going to say print that account doesn't exist. So if I get an error when it's trying to deposit into the, or trying to find that account based on the choice and call the deposit, then it will fall back and just fall through basically. So on this one, that part's done. So you can see here that kind of the hard part of this is creating the classes that have all that functionality. And then once you get to that, there's not as much code. So 3 is make a withdrawal. So it's very similar, right? Except I'm going to do withdrawal. Done already. Last one is going to be write a check. If I want to write a check, I have to make sure it's a checking account, but I can use type to figure that out. So there's just one little thing here. I'm going to say, I need an if here. So if OB account dot type or str type equals checking, then we're going to print it out in the list. And then I have to do one more thing here, is I have to make sure that and I'm going to say int, I forgot to increment my index. How come nobody told me? So let's print int index plus equals 1. If I don't do that, then it's not going to, it'll all come out as 0. Int index plus equals 1. There we go. And then I need to make sure that the account that they choose is a checking once they choose it. So after they choose it, I have to say if li accounts int choice dot str type equals checking, and then if it's not a checking, then I'm just going to say that's not a checking account. Now, obviously, there are some things like changing this to an int on the fly that I haven't done error checking with, but you guys can take care of the rest of that. And then 5 is just exit, which means that this is just a break. And we'll say print at the very end, thanks for using my ATM. Give it a couple lines here. There we go. So let's fire this thing up. And I keep importing random things when I have typos. We don't want that. So let's try it out. Oh, let's try out the ATM code, not the fruit stand that I made last time. There we go. So we'll open a new account. Let's open a savings, main savings. You create a saving account. Oh, you know what I didn't do here is I didn't have a way to check all my balances. So before I go any further, let's just code that really quick. So let's just add a 0 so I don't mess up my sequencing here. List account balances. Okay, so now this is called cheating, everybody. If str menu equals 0, then for object account in li accounts, print ob account. And there we go.